The next item is the consideration of open enrollment openings in regular and special education for the 2014-2015 school year. So every year we have to decide how many openings for open enrollment, and Mrs. Zardi, you can explain that for us.
Right, so part of Wisconsin Act 114, every January you have to determine how many spaces are available for open enrolled students. And what we do is we take the number, we determine the openings by taking the number of sections of a class. So if we take this year's first grade class, let's say, and if we have 11 sections of first grade, we look at our current numbers in kindergarten and we say, do we need 11 classes of first graders? And if we do, then how full are they? If we use 22 as the number, that needs to be the average number for every class, and that's how we figure everything out. So I have embedded for you the actual calculations that we used at each grade level. That was done by Mary Storbeck, as well as the high school charts that we use. So for instance, at the high school level, you're looking at, if you have use 25 as the number of openings in our class size, let's say 30. In English, math, science, and social studies, the number of sections, how many kids we are in 8th grade and moving into 9th grade, you can see the spots that are available, but you always take the lowest spot. So even though there might be 140 spaces open in English, there's only 80 in social studies, so 80 becomes the number that we use for grade 9. So as you look through this, you can see that at the 4K level right now this year, we're about 6 students over the max, but that's not enough to add another full section of 18. So we have some of our 4K classes are at 20 students, 19 students, that type of thing, but we would say that there are 0 openings for 4K for open enrolled students for next year. At kindergarten, the same thing. We don't have any openings for kindergarten. But then when you look at first grade, second grade, third grade, fourth grade has the largest number of openings, but it is important to note that we are switching students teachers from this year's current fourth grade, which has a higher number of students, to other grade levels where we need to pick up some sections. So when you see 36 openings at fourth grade, 26 of those are at our outlying schools. We have smaller class sizes at Warrens, Wyville, and Camp Douglas, 14, 17, 20, compared to 25 in town. But the numbers are there. And then in special education, we have our special ed teachers are working with maximum caseloads. We have no room to bring in open enrolled students in the special ed area. So actually I should change the openings at 4K in kindergarten to 0, and then you can see the other numbers there. So these need to be approved. Unless you have questions.
So moved to approve. Second.
There's a motion and a second to approve the openings in regular and special education for the 2014-2015 school year as presented. Any other questions, comments? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say no. The ayes have it, the motion carries, and those openings for regular and special ed are approved as presented.